So, as the crow flies, 3,200 miles to Stony Creek, Pennsylvania, to Todd Beamer, Thomas Burnett and Jeremy Glick in memoriam. If I am to die by a violent hand, then let it be thus, ready to oppose that evil eye, my force against its force, not dumbed down by fright or flight, but ready to fight a good fight. O God, dear Father, how I have struggled these years with your straight-backed honour and sturdy truth, about the enemy, about what is right, never, never ballot box and Armalite, no honour in the terrorist bomb, you said, just the hateful hand, and I know this, and fought my own wars, trying to understand the Shank Hill Butcher's creed, or how the Oma bomber does the deed, because it is the deed that breaks our hearts, good succumbs, when thoughts become plans and skills become bombs, all in the name of Allah, or the Janus-headed Christian God. I accuse you, fellow travellers, history makers, conservers of hate, and you greedy, fat-swaddled democratic degenerates, for whom injustice is a restriction in your freedom to carry a gun. What injustice is so great as to make doing violence good? What wrong is so cruel as to be casus belli for jihad? Will one man's freedom fighter always be the other's goal of terror? I grew up in a world of swords and guns and memories of war, with De Valera's commission to my father prominent on the wall, and his sworn duty to uphold the Constitution as the greatest good. And I was with them when we went sailing with his secret parabellum to be buried in the sea between the cliffs of Moher and Oran, and I hid it without his knowing, as a junkie might hide his horse, and I struggled through years of provos, hurt and curiosity at the MacYulla in the family, once president of Sinn Féin, searching for a sign, wondering if I could ever fire the gun. And in all the awful wars and struggles that were not mine, from Vietnam to Kosovo, from East Timor to Kurdistan, I saw the wrong and felt it, had my finger on the trigger but couldn't pull it. I needed that pure, unblemished violence that was good but never saw it, knowing that when I did, it would be in defence, reasonable and proportionate, uncluttered by nuances of definition and the simplistic moralities of fiction. Now I have seen it stolen by sabre rattlers and warmongers, seen it sullied by new contexts, by spin doctors and leader writers, the charred remains of Flight 93 in the green fields of Somerset County. In that September sky above Stony Creek, terror met its match. Witnesses saw the 757 wobble and roll before the crash as Beamer, Burnett and Glick fought Bin Laden's men to the death. Moments earlier, on a furtive last call from United Airlines Flight 93, Beamer had prayed the 23rd Psalm, to the path of righteousness lead me, and then whispered to Burnett and Glick the call, are you ready, guys, let's roll. And then they did what I hope I would be prepared to do. And in the infinite world of violence doers, these men are few, doing what they felt they should, giving their lives for the greater good. And feminists may snigger at the testosterone deeds of fighting men, but there does come a time when good is in the fist and kick and hand, and I cry because I cannot know how to know when that fight is good. We Democrats who have stolen the gift of freedom from our fellow men must never disavow our greed and never proclaim our innocence. When democracies do evil deeds, then every citizen holds the gun. Yes, we do have a right to defend, to react, to protect, but let it be in the spirit of Beamer, Burnett and Glick, well-weighed and fearless, not an eye for an eye, but a deep, deep sacrifice.